So today we will be working with PowerPoint. Okay, we'll learn some of the advanced Excel concepts. Today we will learn for PowerPoint. Okay, so how we start up with PowerPoint? First option is I'll do right click, new, and select the PowerPoint option from here if it is available. Okay, if it is not available, I'll search from this window, type MS PowerPoint, and in that PowerPoint right now I'm working with 2010 version, so it is not there, not showing from there. Okay, then I'm opening this file, and from here I'm creating the new one. Okay. Control N. So my new PowerPoint presentation is there. Uh, if your system is having 365 or 2016-19 version, you will have add-on animation effects. But you should know the basic one. Okay. And just by using some of the basic animation effects, you can create your presentation very effective and with less human intervention. Okay. So now what we will see first, this is your first slide, or you can say the title slide. Okay. Then here you can see there are some of the menus that are workable over here. Okay. So I'm just clicking here, certificate course, and Hislop College now. So this is my title slide. Okay. So this is your slide. If the slide is selected, then only you can see the options regarding its uh, availability, or you can say options regarding like where you can do the modification or the see these particular, all the options are alive. Okay. So if I want to create a new presentation, shortcut key is Control N or File, New, and from here you can select the presentation. Okay. So by default, suppose if you want to use a certificate or designer certificate or some content slide or some flyers, so see here there are some default office themes available. But if you want to work with blank presentation, just select the blank one. Okay. Or new you want to create, but from the existing one you can select from here. Okay. So right now I have selected Control N, new presentation, and that was a blank presentation, and now I am creating everything from scratch. Okay. So if when I right click, this is the slides pane. Okay. And this is your actual how your slide looks. And at the bottom you can see here is the option where you can click to add the notes. Okay. So sometimes if you want to refer with respect to this presentation, you can have the details of that particular presentation mentioned here, so that when you are presenting, you can get those things, from here. It will help you to just remember the points that are not there on front, in front of the viewer, or it is not shown in presentation, but it is having in the contents. Okay. You can write those contents here. They are not visible for the user or viewer. Okay. Now if I am here, I want to create one more slide. So how I can create one more slide? See, this is in the slides pane and I want to create one more slide. In one presentation, I want to add more than one slide now. So there are three options. First is I am clicking right click, no new slide, and it will show me new slide. Okay. कंट्रोल जेड किया है, undo हो गया. ठीक है. Second option is I am doing control M. Okay. So due to control M, this new slide is generated. Now this slide is having a layout like on the top you can write the title, and here are some of the contents that you can add in the form of bullets. Okay. So you don't want like that, so you can change the layout. Right click on the slide in the slides pane, and from here you can manage with the layout. Okay. So when I'm right clicking the slide, clicking on layout, it shows me certain layouts. Okay. Under each layout, its name is mentioned and its pattern is viewed in short. Okay. So here you can see it is a title slide. It is title with content. So generally we follow this title with content wherever for the first slide we selected title slide. I have clicked, that's why it showed me like that. So for the first slide it will show title slide. Then for other rest of the slides we want title and content. Like in MS Word, we have seen sections. We have sections in a document. So same in the presentation also. If you have more than one part, you can create sections. Suppose your presentation is having like this with two content pattern, then you can select this type of layout. Why I'm suggesting this? Because it will cause a homogeneity in your presentation. Otherwise, generally what students do, they select this thing and from insert text box, they draw the text box, they type the contents and get their work done. And when that pattern or theme changes, their look changes, and it is very difficult for them to manage their presentation. So my suggestion would be you should go through these layouts only. Okay. And pre-decide what are the contents that should be there on the slide. Sometimes it is required like it is should be having only one title. So you can have only one title. You don't want any such of the patterns where the contents are written. You want a totally blank slide, then you can have this type of thing. Blank slide means what? Suppose I am creating a slideshow of photos or some demonstration and there no text is there. Okay. So what I'll do, for slide size, I'm putting all the pictures, and through those pictures I'm demonstrating something. So there I don't have to put any text or formal pattern of contents. So that time I'll select blank slide, or generally the thank you slide, uh, or the question slide at our end of the session or end of the presentation. We have that. So you can have this blank slide there. Okay. Suppose if you want to have content with certain captions, so you can select this. So these are some of the patterns that are available in the slide. Okay. You don't want this slide, you want some other slide, then you can format it manually with manual efforts, putting like the size of the block, the text required, and all the stuff required there. Okay. Then I can create slides from Word file also. How? I'll show you. See, it is easy for me. I'll show one demonstration to you. Control N. What I'll do, names of students Ajay, Vijay, Sanjay. Okay. Then names of participants. It is just for demonstration how your points can be converted. I made a spelling mistake here. I'll correct it. Name of participants is Ramesh, Umesh, Dipesh. Okay. So suppose I have these type of contents I have written in MS Word. Okay. It is easy for me to write the contents. Now these are the points. So how I can create the points? I'm putting the bullets to it. So these are the points available with me. Okay. Now from this, I'm saving this file. I'll save it with temp certificate. Okay. And now I'm opening my presentation. So file, new, blank presentation I'm taking. Okay. And insert. Oh, sorry. I missed it. It is from this slide outline. Okay. So in this outline view, I can see the contents. Now I'm seeing it from here. Slides from outline, temp certificate. Is in okay. I'll close that file. I have opened it. Slides from outline. So you can see names of students. It is showing me so many slides. Okay. As per the points, it is showing. So there I have created certain points, and out of those points, you can see these slides are generated. Getting? It's easy. So in Word, you can create this type of contents, and through outline view, you can, what you can do, select new slide, slides from outline, and here you can see those slides. Okay. Then what else I can do? In new slide, I can duplicate the selected slides. How? There are 2, 3 ways. First is I'm clicking on slides and I'm selecting this all. Home. In design, I'm applying this designing so that you can get it. Okay. Now I want to repeat or have these 3 slides. Ajay, Vijay and Sanjay. Again. And these slides should be in the way that they are same with no modification. So how I can do? First thing is I have manually selected those slides and clicked on duplicate slide. So you can see exactly the same slides are created. Okay. Second option is I'll go and click in home, new slide and duplicate selected slides. Okay. Getting? Or one more shortcut key is I can write Control D. So Control D will create duplicate slides for me. So likewise, you can go for. Then these are the ways how you can create your slides. Now you have created one presentation and you want to use some of the slides from that presentation without creating a new presentation for you. So then I can click reuse slides, and from here I'll browse, and from here suppose I'll select this topic, click on OK. Now it will show me all the slides that are there in this presentation. Okay. So if I want all the slides, what I'll do, I'll just select the one which I want. And if I want that how that slide was presented, created in that original one, if I want that original one as it is, then I'll click on keep source formatting. Otherwise, what I'll do, I'll select and go on clicking whatever slide I want. Okay. So you can see I have not selected keep source formatting. So it is as per the formatting that theme what I have right now. Okay. I have now clicked on keep source formatting, and now I am clicking on this particular one. So see, it is having that own source formatting. So like this, you can manage your presentation with minimum efforts. Now I have created the slide over here. See, when I am inserting the slide, you can see if I am reusing the slide, it will carry all the information with it as it is. Means what? See here some animation or transitions are shown here by this star if you can view. So here it is showing, it is carrying that animations with it. Okay. In duplication or in other thing, if it is in same slide, same pattern, if the animations are already being given, it will carry those same animations again. And same is there in the reuse of slides. Okay. So like this, you can create your presentations with minimum efforts. Now, second thing, what is very important is first, be ready with the contents. That contents can be either created in text file or a word file, and from the outline view you have created the presentation. Okay. Now efforts should be there from your side, how you make it more attractive and presentable, so that if you put everything on the in the form of contents on the slide now, it is not interactive or it sounds very boring. Okay. So you should keep some points on the screen and rest you speak out. Then only the audience will have interaction with you. Okay. So when you are doing or creating your presentation, see that official presentations don't have lots of animations. Second thing, they carry a simple look, and its font size or pattern should be in the way that from a distance of 10 to 15 feet, your presentation should be visible properly, so that when you are presenting on the projector or somewhere, it will create a good impact and it is readable, and people will concentrate more on contents rather than on the animation and other things. Okay. So now suppose this is the default theme that I have used. I don't want this. Then I will change this design. So here are some of the slide designs. Okay. See, just by clicking, the things are changed. So in my just previous discussion, I have shared with you, you should follow the proper layouts as we have discussed earlier. So even when you change this particular patterns or themes or designs, your contents don't change a lot. Otherwise, your lots of efforts will go in just managing those contents. Okay. So here you can see there are variety of ways that are already available. Okay. You should select the theme as it matches with your presentation. It should not be very uh, lots of pictures or very dark background or very light background. It should be so much soothing that it doesn't hamper anything with respect to your vision, and your audience will concentrate more on the contents. Okay. But yet also, if you want, you can manage with the colors. So suppose I have selected this theme, I'll select colors. Now here you can see uh, I don't want this theme, I want this theme. And in this theme, I'll select these colors. So you will see the color scheme changes. The colors that we have used, they will change. Okay, their design, their pattern, their look, it changes. Okay. You can also select the change in the font. Suppose this is the font that is available. Okay. I don't want this font. I want some other font. So here you can see as I select, the font changes. So you can customize your presentation like this. Suppose if you are creating your presentation in some of your regional language, then what you will do, from here you will select the Marathi font, okay, or Hindi font, or your regional language font. And how to install that font we have discussed earlier. So suppose I will select concourse font. So this is the pattern that I have selected. Now for effects, there are certain like these are the effects that you can select. Okay. When we see the presentation, we will have that feel. Okay. Now you can manage the background styles also. And how we can design a slide that I'll show you. See here. Here we are having certain things in the background. Okay. You can just see I'm managing the background. I'm just hovering over the mouse, and you can see the look at the background is changing. So these are certain by default available background styles. No, I want my own background. And suppose I have my photo. See, sometimes now nowadays we create e-invitations or e-cards. So you need to have your photographs or something, images that belongs to particular function. Then you can add those functions, those images here. How, I'll show you. So in fill, you can select picture or texture, and in picture insert from file, and suppose my son's photo is here. So now you can see in the background his photo is there. So likewise, now I can put or edit the contents. See, I'm just removing this. I'm just showing that this is the style that I have selected for the slide with blue, orange, and it's arranged. But in the background, my son's photo is visible. Okay. So right now its transparency is 0. I'm just increasing the transparency. So you can view. See, likewise you can create. Okay. If I don't want, I can reset the background and have some another one. Okay. This is with respect to picture. Suppose I want some single color to be inserted. So I will select solid fill, and from here I'll select the color what I wish for. I will select this color. So you can see it is filled with that color, or I'll have this color. Okay, so in background you can see that color is filled. Okay. Then next is gradient fill. In gradient fill, you can have the layer of color with a range. How I'll show you. See, there are, suppose this type of color you want. See, a layer is shown. Okay. If you want, you can manage this layer. You can customize it as per your requirement. And when you click on reset pick background, it comes back to the normal one. Next, we have seen with the gradient. Here, only one color was selected. So now I am selecting more than one color. See here, the ratio can be managed. You can see I don't want brown color. I want some bluish color. So you can see that particular spectrum has changed. From here also I want that bluish color. So you can see that spectrum is changed. Okay. So by clicking on this, you can add or remove the spectrum bands and manage the color. Okay. Clear? Picture, we have seen one more thing I will add over here is in picture you can add texture also. So these are some of the textures that are available by built-in available. So here you can see these are the bubbles pattern. You can increase the transparency. So see there are more dull bubbles over here. Okay. So likewise you can have a pattern. Now in the pattern you can see there are variety of patterns. I'll select red color and background color is, so you can see this is the dotted pattern. Here it is the lines one, this one, bricks pattern, checks pattern. So as per your customization, you can select this. Okay. You don't want, you want only the background effects to be there. So here only background effects are there. How it is possible? By hide background graphics. Okay. And if I click apply to all, so it will be applied to all the slides in your presentation. See, the moment I click apply to all, it applies for all the slides that are there in the presentation. I am pressing Ctrl Z. So it is applied only for the current slide that I was working with. Okay. So these are the things that we can set up. One more thing, what we should take care of before setting the presentation is its page setup for what your presentation is designed for. So whether it is a on-screen show with a ratio of 4:3 or 16:9, see here it goes more wider one. So I'll recommend you if you are having a big horizontal monitor, you should go for on-screen show with a ratio of 16:9 or 16:10. Okay. But if you are working with something like a banner or like that, then you can select a banner over here where you can create for poster presentations, like for 1 meter by 1 meter, you want to create one slide and put all the contents on it. So here you can set those things. Okay. And here you can set the alignments of it, whether your slide should be portrait one or a landscape one. If I'm selecting banner and I want it to have portrait view, it will look in the form of portrait view. So you can see my slides are turned up into a portrait. Okay. So as per your need, you can manage the page setup of the slide. Okay. When you print the slide, how you want these slides to be print out? So they are called as notes, handouts, and outline. So whether you want to have them in the form of portrait or landscape, generally it is recommended that you should have them in a portrait pattern. Okay. For number the slides from, suppose we are having the slide numbering, and we want to have the slide number start from 1, then it is recommended that you should put 1 here. Otherwise you can cite the slide number. Suppose I am starting the slide number from 18, and whenever I'll put insert header footer slide number apply to all. So here you can see the background is very heavy. Format background, and I'm doing solid fill, apply to all. So you can see it started from 80. Otherwise it was starting from 1. Okay. So like this you can uh, prepare your presentation, prerequisites for your presentation. If you are ready with this, then it is very easy for you to create the customized presentation as per your. Suppose you are, so see, due to slide numbering from 18, you can see your slide number 1 is gone for 18.1. Okay. So it doesn't work for me. I'll go in for design, page setter, and here I'm starting the slide number from 1. So now you can see it becomes easy for us to handle. Okay. So these are some of the requisites that you should take care of while you are designing the presentation. Okay. Right now we have created a baseline for your presentation and gone through the various components that are available to help us for this particular purpose. Okay. I'm clicking on hide background graphics, and I'm making it a simple one. Format background. From here, I'll select the white color, apply to all, and close. So my presentation is okay. So this is the simple one that is available, right?